Here we go. All right, you guys, welcome to the new coach call number 3, the last and final call of the new coach kickoff, right? So thank you so much for jumping on. I'm going to be your host today. I'm not sure if Michelle's jumping on because she is traveling and it's also her birthday. So I give her the day off, right? But so today we're going to I'm talking backwards now. So today we are going to cover the topics of Shakeology, time management, and the power of 3. So we're going to kind of go in and break those down and hopefully be able to walk away with some actionable items. And then of course, some homework to take away. That will be posted again once the call is done uploading and I get it onto YouTube. I'll post that link and everything in that file section again in the calls and homework recording, that kind of tab. So what we want to talk about today is actually making your business a business and consistently working and basically Shakeology, because that is our continuity product. And after hearing Super Friday last night and the announcements coming out and just again being reminded that we're aligned with a company that truly does wholeheartedly care about the ingredients it goes in to their nutrient-dense shake. I mean, it's time that we really dive into that and that we really start educating people on what is in it and how that nutrition really does make a difference, okay? So what we're gonna dive into is scheduling your time to work your business and using a worksheet to track it. So I'm gonna open up and share my screen and we'll go right into this, into the coach manual. So if you have the coach manual, bust that puppy out because that's what we're gonna be checking out here. So I think it's page around 23, I wanna say. So let's get there. Okay. So in this, it's great because it has a month that you can put. A month, you have your days figured out there, your goals, your personal development reading list, income goal, success goal, recruiting goal. The thing that's most important, I think, is you always realize is that everything about this business is consistency. So consistently writing down your goal, you may not think that you need to fill in that little space or write that out, but writing it out again makes it more real. Hey, Teresa, writing it out makes it more real. And it just, again, makes your subconscious think about that because what we think about becomes our reality, right? You guys know that. That's like the secret, the law of attraction. What you put out there, you get back. So the more that you are putting your goals in front of yourself and doing that in your list of people and thinking about this business, because I know that a lot of us wake up and we think, oh my gosh, all I want to do is Beachbody. So it's like that will become your reality, but you have to sit down and go to work on that. So continually filling this out. So what we're going to walk through basically is here again, this is the second page of this. So it has your to-do list. What do you need to do right now? What needs to be done today? What needs to be done in the near future? What needs to be done in the next 6 months? Okay. Things like that, notes and ideas, planning ahead of time. So maybe you have a brainstorm. You're using something where you're documenting so you can go back and be like, oh crap, I forgot I never really did implement that. I wanted to make a post about that or a video about that. And I look at my big post-its over here, you guys can see, those are ideas and I cross things off as I go. I have a big goals sheet so that it's constantly always there. I'm walking by it in and out every time I'm coming in the room and going out. So I just think it is important that you focus on your consistency. And it doesn't have to be necessarily this calendar, I guess, but if you're new and you're just trying to get organized, which we did talk a lot about last night, stick to one thing. Focus on one thing for the next quarter. Use your calendar for the next quarter. Use your physical calendar. If you are better with that, use your physical calendar. It doesn't matter. It's just the fact that you're picking something and you're committing to that one thing and you're using that thing in its entirety, okay? So tracker in the group along, use physical calendar. You got to use what works for you. At the end of the day, that's what you got to do. If this pen to paper system doesn't work for you, then get a calendar. You guys know I love me some Shalene. So, and it matches my nails today. So this is her Push Life series journals. So you can buy one and try it out for 30 days. Oh, Mary Pat's got hers. So it's an investment. It's a write-off. It literally has everywhere you can track your food, your SMART goals. She's basically breaking down her 30-day push group. If you guys have ever done that, this is now the 30-day push group. So ask for it as a gift, right? Ask for it somehow or other. Buy it for yourself as investment in the next quarter, okay? And then commit to whatever it is that's gonna work for you. So breaking down a day, why it's great about this sheet, so it has everything, your schedule. You can go in there, put the times that you work, put in what you're doing, any appointments, your actual day job, your workouts, your power hours. Like, when are you going to be doing that? Because that's really what we're going to talk about in your time management section, is following a system. So like Mary Pat mentioned last night, like sometimes you just don't want to do it. Well, then when you're scheduling out the next day, so look ahead to like tomorrow, but tomorrow's Sunday, so maybe you don't work on Sunday, but let's just say tomorrow's Monday. So you're going to fill in everything you did. And if you didn't do any work on Sunday, then maybe you're going to block off a time of a larger time frame to do your power hour. Or maybe instead of going to lunch and talking with other people, you're going to fit that 30 minutes to make up for the work that you didn't do yesterday in that 30-minute time slot on your lunch break. Or maybe you're going to get up 30 minutes earlier. So you have to do what works for you guys. At the end of the day, you guys, you have to do what works for you. This is your business. These are just tools to help you be more successful. It's just taking these and making them yours and using them consistently. So you're going to schedule out your entire day. Your homework training, of course, the National Wake Up Calls on Monday, so that's on there. Because this is Monday, so it says that. And then you're going to do your power hours. So maybe your workout in Shakeology, personal development, you're adding 3 friends, sending 3 messages. So my workout power hour is different than like my business power hour, right? So in that time, maybe my workout Shakeology posts, that's creating content. So it's part of the power hour, but it's just broken down differently because you're doing it right then. So then when you do your other power hour, you can focus on adding 3 friends, sending 3 messages, sending 3 invites. And we'll talk about the power of 3 as well. So this you need to commit to doing on a daily basis, something like this. If you have another power hour sheet that works for you, use that one, or start to utilize this. Write it out. You're literally going through, you can add your names right here of the 3 messages you sent. You can add your names so you can track it too. So the next month you can look back and say, okay, who did I still need to follow up with? And then you can go to your follow-ups, right? And then your invites to 3 invites to the coaching opportunity too. Then, so when we talk about time management, and we'll go more into the power hour, and if you guys have never seen the power hour video, we will be sharing that. So it's going to break down essentially what you do in a power hour. So when you hear this buzzword, power hour, and you're like, what the hell do they mean when they keep talking about that damn power hour? I don't know what she's talking about. They always talk about this though. Then this video, you're going to definitely need to put on your priority list to get done so that you can understand in its entirety what exactly the power hour is. In a nutshell, it's breaking down it into 20-minute segments. So 20 minutes on invites and connecting, 20 minutes on follow-ups, and then 20 minutes on, other things like blog work, emailing back people. It's going to be creating your content, maybe your personal development in that bubble of 20 minutes. And so if you're unable to do the whole entire hour, that's why you can break it down into 20-minute segments. So maybe 20 minutes on the way to work, you can listen to your personal development. And then 20 minutes at lunchtime, you can work on your invites. And then at nighttime, you have 20 minutes to do your follow-ups. This business does not take a lot of time, right? It's just you have to be diligent in the time you're going to work it. So if you're looking at your calendar for the next 30 days, I want you, one of the assignments is going to be to plan out when your work hours are. And this is uninterrupted, scheduled up as it was anything else that's important to you, like a doctor's appointment or going to work where you have to be absorbed and like in, right? So you're going to plan out those days and times of when it's going to be non-negotiable, okay? So, told you about the power hour, to-dos. So that's how it's going to be broke down. And then we'll go more into depth in the actual video training you how to do that. So remember, when it comes to follow-ups, you guys, the fortune is in the follow-up. And always remember that it takes 5 to 7 times of talking to someone before they may actually commit, okay? I had a point and I totally lost it. It was something good. But anyways. So the 5 to 7th follow-up, you have to know that they either want a yes or no. And you guys do want a yes or no, because yes just means they're ready, right? And no means not right now. It doesn't mean no forever. It just means maybe they have more questions. And you want to get objections because like last night in the video, be the objection queen. Like throw them at me. Fire them left and right because guess what? I want your objections so that I can prove to you and show you the value in what we have, and that it is going to help you do X, Y, Z. So know that it's going to take a few times. It's not going to usually happen right away. And if it does, it's because they've been following you and you have been exposing them, even though you didn't even realize it. They're like, okay, I've had enough. That last testimonial and transformation post you put up was the money. And that was the last time they needed to be exposed, to be committed to understanding that what we do works, right? So that's not all the time, but sometimes that's what it takes. That's why you do share things like that on your page. And so then again, the last little bit of time in your power hour can be for all the extra stuff, your content planning, checking in your challenge group. You do want to get in there, but you don't want that to drain you. That should be your source of lifting you up for the day. So get in there and interact with your people though. Don't just say, oh yes, nice. Actually add some comments, add some words, and then get out. But have it a scheduled time, because we know we're always being buzzed that somebody just put something in there, or there's a new notification or something, So keep that contained into the work time hour, so that's not sucking you dry, okay? It basically takes 1 hour to work this business, you guys, 1 hour a day. Focused, diligent time management, okay? So when you know what you're going into your power hour to do, you can be twice as successful as if you just sit down and you really don't have a plan, okay? So you go into that with a plan, knowing what you're doing. And then there's notes and ideas for tomorrow. And then of course, like Michelle covered this in the last branding post, like you should be posting 2 to 4 good value posts. And what we mean by that is not just like you kissing your Shakeology cup. It's like you adding value to the people who are coming to your page, right? You putting out content at least 2 to 4 times a day. And if you haven't been doing that, then maybe that's something you're going to focus on in the next quarter as well. And then here is another little spot for notes, ideas, and then to do tomorrow. So when you're thinking of things, write them down, because you will forget about them. You can, and this is so true. So you can do a lot of work, but never see the results because you must invite. So you can't spend your time at the back end of doing like challenge group stuff and all this stuff, because ultimately, you guys, I know what my key point was. I knew I'd come back to that. Back to that. So you literally can't just do the back end, like this busy work, right? This is what we're going to call busy work. You have to invite. You can't be scared of inviting. Just like they said again yesterday, we have something that's going to help solve somebody else's problem. And you can't keep that to yourself, because guess what? Someone else is going to come around and they're going to invite them anyways. So let it be you. Let you be the person who invites them, and take fear aside. Who cares if they say yes? Who cares if they say no? Ultimately, you're just sharing what has worked for you, because you want it to be able to help other people. So you must invite, because in order to have outgoing, in order to have messages to send to people, you must have incoming, right? So that means you have to send invites out in order to get incoming, right? So it takes incoming to have outgoing. That's how the circle goes. If you never invite, you will never have anyone to follow up with. And that is key. So you always have to invite. If you do nothing else for the day, you do nothing else in your power hour, the most important thing is what? To invite. Yes, you got it. It's to invite, because you have to invite. You have to invite. So nail that down. Strip off the fear, put on your best, like Eye of the Tiger, bump, 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 bump. You're going into these invites, dun, 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 boom, right? Okay, I'm ready to invite. Because like, if that's your mojo song, get in the zone, do something that really like lights your fire about what it is we're doing and the reason why you're sharing this, and let that kick that fear to the curb. Say, you're welcome to sit here with me, but you are not in control. I got the Eye of the Tiger and I'm going, right? That's what we're doing. So do whatever you need to do, but if nothing else, always do the inviting first in that block of time, whatever you're doing. Don't go to your inbox and start messaging people back. No. You go and you search for 3 new people to start a conversation with, and for 3 new people to invite to your challenge, the coaching opportunity, your free group, whatever the heck it is, whatever it is you're offering, you take the time to invite those 3 and connect with 3 new people, okay? It is a game changer. And you start tracking this now. Look at the end of the month. Start tracking how many people you add. In the beginning, I always had a little, I probably still have it somewhere. I had like a little bitty piece of paper like this, and every month I would go back and I would tally up and see how many new people I added to my network. And if it was like 30, then you clearly, you know where maybe not 30, let's say it was like 5, then clearly you know that's where you're lacking, okay? So you must invite, you must invite. In order to have outgoing, you must have incoming, okay? Or in order, yeah, they go hand in hand. So I told you that, 2 quality posts. And the thing too, we talked about last night, people are waiting for you to fail. So when you show up 2 to 4 times a day on Facebook, you're showing those people, I am here. Hello, hello, Jolene is here. She is ready. She's not going anywhere. So you feel free to unfollow me or unfriend me. But you show up every single day and you prove to those people that you're going to be there. If you don't know what to post, go start like a gold mine on Pinterest, a secret board of different motivational photos or quotes, tips and tricks, like whatever it is. So then on some days, because honestly, you guys, on some days, I'm like, I don't even know what to post in. My brain is just like, there's just nothing in there. And I don't really feel anything good. And I just don't want to throw up something crappy, because people know that. So go to your arsenal. That was the word I was looking for. Your arsenal. That was a big word. Go to your arsenal and pick out a post or something that spoke to you at that moment in time. So take an hour of your day to gather some content for those situations where you don't know what you want to put up. So then you do nothing because you need to still show up. You need to show your people you're still there no matter what. Okay. So that's basically on time management. So hopefully that helps with understanding, this is the bread and butter of your business right here, your power hour. You hear people talk about that all the time. This is what you have to do to be successful. And even when you don't want to do it, you have to do it. That's how people are successful. That's how the top coaches got to where they are. They didn't let the emotion run them. They let the task and the action run their business, okay? Not the emotion of the business. They let their task and what needed to be done on their to-do list today, okay? So that's all I'm going to say about that. So we're going to go to the second topic, which is Shakeology. So I am going to share this other little screen. And like I said, again, after last night, there being just so much, again, drove home about what Shakeology is. We need to be sharing this more and understanding it. So it's literally the backbone of our business. It's the one continuity product that makes our business go round, right? Think about, I'll be honest and say, when I first started, I didn't want to drink a shake. And I thought it was stupid. Just like Facebook in the beginning, I thought it was stupid. I didn't even said it like that. That's just stupid, right? That's what I would say. I'm not going to drink a shake. Like, that's just stupid. And because I didn't know what it was. I didn't understand the value of it. So I kind of drank it off and on in the beginning for a few months. And then I actually kind of had a stockpile of it. And it wasn't until in September of 2013 that I felt ill, and I felt extremely ill. They couldn't figure out what was wrong with me. I just remember I had like a raging fever. They thought I had mono. They thought I had meningitis. I was like, didn't really leave the house. I had to call into work, and I never call into work. And I was miserable for like 3 weeks. They just couldn't figure out. It was like a virus, I guess, of some sort. Ended up not being either of those, but I was so ill. And I kid you not, since that time after that, I started drinking my Shakeology every single day since September of 2013. And knock on wood, but it's been up to the present time where I have not been sick. And so that's crucial that you understand that there's just something, just the combination of everything. And even when I have started to feel sick, I've doubled up, or I've been able to ward it off before it actually goes full blown into something, right? When you kind of wake up, I always get a lymph node over here. As soon as that happens, it's like my apple cider vinegar and honey, and then my Shakeology twice a day. And I have literally not been ill. So share your story with what it has done for you. So learn the essentials, become familiar with the key information about Shakeology, and I'll post this to you. This helps you create your own tool. Like, tell your story about Shakeology, okay? And you don't even have to call it Shakeology. You can just say my superfood, like this awesome shake that I've been drinking for XYZ. There's a saying, facts tell, stories sell. And it's the truth. Your personal experience matters more to people than any kind of fact that you were going to share with them. And I am not kidding about that. They don't want to know ingredients normally. They don't really care. They just want to know, how is it going to work for them? How is it going to help them get to their goals that they've struggled? How is it going to help them decrease their cravings and help them poop on the regular, right? That's what they want to know. They don't really care about the facts. Unless they're a ruby, then they want the facts, or an emerald. But think about your experience so far for Shakeology and identify how your enthusiasm, you can share that enthusiasm about it with others. So you're going to basically tell your story here. Your favorite recipe. come up with more than one, right? I mean, I know Teresa shared a couple of hers. You need to share that, Teresa, because I don't know if I try not to scroll a lot, but I don't know that I've ever seen you post a recipe. And maybe you have, I just haven't seen it. So if you haven't, you don't even have to say Shakeology. Just post a recipe with it in a cup, and it makes a big difference. And you holding your Shakeology cup, kissing it, because they're like, oh, she's trying to sell me some damn shake. And then they scroll by, okay? No kidding. So your favorite recipes, write them out. What Shakeology does, review 5 things that Shakeology does for the body. Pick a few key points that resonate with you. Don't talk about the macaroon if the macaroon doesn't help you in your health journey, you don't care about it, right? Pick a few points that resonate with you and describe how you'll share them with them. So maybe it's that you do poop on the regular. We love to talk about poop. 4 out of the 4 people on here are medical people, so we can do that. But so maybe you didn't used to go regularly. It was like once every 3 days or something. And so you can find the ingredients in there that help you with digestion and regularity, okay? So pick a few that resonate with you and describe how you'll share them with others. So maybe you're going to get out there. Like I talk about poop all the time, and I don't mind doing that. So I could make a post about that and be okay. So find something that resonates with you, and then the benefits of Shakeology. Review the key benefits of using Shakeology regularly. Pick a few points. And when people say, oh, I drink it every day, or I drink it like once a week, well, why? They don't have the value. That just tells you that you have not shown them the value in Shakeology, right? Because otherwise, even if it tastes like crap, I would still drink it because, hell, I know everything that I'm getting in there, and I know how that benefits me, but they don't know that. So we need to portray that. We need to show them. We need to add that value in to help them understand why they should be drinking it, not just once a week, but every single day, right? Because your body needs to be fed every day, not just once a week. It needs to be fed every day. So pick a few key points from that too, and describe how you'll share that with others. So this is a little worksheet that you can work through. And then here's other tools, you guys, if you don't know this. You'll log into the online office. You'll go to the marketing tools, product tools, and then there's more stuff on how to market Shakeology. And it tells you that. There's different videos to share. These are just the key ones that they have. There's 3 videos that I share all the time because those are the 3 that I personally like. Those are also found in your online office, or you can use them here. The ones in your online office, do know that those are connected directly to your website though. So once you're going there, they're going to see your website. These are just, I'm guessing like a YouTube channel there. And then Inside Shakeology. If you guys haven't downloaded the podcast with Darren Oline, the Inside Shakeology, then do it. It tells you right there how to do it. I'm not going to read it to you because you know. So here's a quick reference for coaches. 3 key reasons why your body needs it. Most people struggle with nutrition, proper nutrition. The majority of foods people eat are nutrient deficient. There is a deficit too, right? Deficient though is that word. And so I'm just getting, you guys know spelling it. It's not my strong point. Nutrient deficient. So that's just like, people are like, oh, I'm eating low fat yogurt. Okay, well, that's nutrient deficient because all they've done is added in other crap to make it be low fat. So it's just teaching people that, and our body's under current stress. So they talked a lot about last night about free radicals and how Shakeology helps to decrease the free radicals, or they're fighting those free radicals with all of these things. So understanding that even just stress in our body, the pollution, environmental, all of those things are a key reason why your body needs Shakeology, because that's only getting worse every single day with pollution and other crap that comes along. So it's more than just a shake. I never talk about Shakeology as a protein shake. And when somebody tells me that, I'm like, no, it has protein in it. Yes, you are correct, but it's much more than that. It's a wellness drink. That's how I refer to it. It's my wellness for the day. So, like, again, it has all these things. Each one is giving you benefits from each one of these things. 5 key things it does for the body. It's clinically proven, you guys. Another thing, if you didn't know, Shakeology has been clinically proven to help you lose weight, help reduce cravings, support healthy blood sugar levels. It's low on the glycemic index, support nutrient absorption and healthy digestion, and help support lean muscle. It's proven to lower your cholesterol levels, again, regulate your blood sugars. I mean, those are important things because guess what? How many people in America are overweight? Let's be real. And what does that cause? Diabetes, blood pressure issues, cholesterol, heart disease, right? So It does all these things and it's clinically proven. So if you have to use that word clinically proven, use it. I use it, right? Because it's true. People need to know this isn't just, oh, we just made this up and I'm just drinking this shake. No, we know what we're talking about. So it's just educating ourselves. And I think even myself, sometimes because we don't know every single detail about the entire contents that's in the bag, then we say nothing because we're afraid of somebody calling us a fraud or that we don't know what we're talking about. So we do nothing. But hey, this is what you say. This is a keynote. I don't know. All I know is, write that down. I don't know about, let's fill in the blank, about singular, or that's singular. All I know is Shakeology has helped me XYZ. Shakeology has helped my father XYZ. Shakeology makes me poop on the regular. Shakeology, whatever, fill in the blank. These fitness programs have helped me XYZ. It's not that you're not listening to what they're saying. It's just, you don't need to tell them information about another product. I don't know. All I know is, I'm telling you, it's gold. It's gold. So key benefits of using Shakeology regularly, that's there. You can look at that. Sharing Shakeology do's and don'ts. And then important tips to help your new customers. So share easy recipes, and the recipes are on there. It's also in our new Coach Prep 101 group. If you guys aren't in that, you should be. That's where you're putting all your new people. But so that's just basically a breakdown of that, okay? Understanding Shakeology is super, super vital to what we do. And it needs to be talked about. It needs to be talked about more. So let's see, topic number 2. The more you share, and the more you share about it, you guys, the more comfortable you're going to get about it. So that's also important too. You don't have to worry about not knowing everything because you're going to continuously learn and then be able to tell people. Use the tools that are in the online office. Literally, I just found a whole wealth of tools that I didn't even know that were there, which are super, super, super helpful. I don't know. All I know is, I'm just checking my notes real quick to make sure I hit all. Okay. So the last point on Shakeology is just a lot of people like me didn't want to do it. So remember, like you in the beginning, like Teresa did not want to, she didn't believe in Shakeology. She tried it, my 5-day free group, like so many times, it was unreal. And she wanted to just fight that for whatever reason. And now she drinks it every day. And it's like, it was the game changer. Like it was the game changer for her as well. And so remember how people are, meet them where they are and show them the value. It's just like this. They're going to think it's too expensive. So you need to handle their objections first. You know, you get your hair done at a salon, right? You want the product from the salon because it's better. It's better quality. There's value in that. Your hairdresser has either used it or shown you or talks it up because you like, know, and trust her. And so you're okay with spending the extra money on the product because you understand what it's going to do for you. It's going to meet your need. It's going to be able to give you what you want, as opposed to the drugstore, you know, like whatever, Tresemme that they sell at the drugstore now, as opposed to that. So you're okay with spending that extra money. So you have to help those people find that in them. It's the same thing. No, it's not cheap because, and I think it is very reasonably priced considering how much money people spend on food. It's a whole other topic, but it is expensive because you have one large purchase, right? So help them find the value and why they need this, okay? Use an analogy like that. People will spend money if they think the value is worth it. Okay? People will spend that money. You just have to help them find the value in it by knowing what it's going to do for them. Okay? And that's what I'll say about that. And that comes with just like learning more about the product. All right. So there's a surge. It's a 2-hour training, you guys, on Shakeology. Obviously, you're like, 2 hours, but I don't have it. Set out blocks of time. Like maybe in 20-minute times, you're going to get through it. It's amazing. It like literally breaks down everything you could possibly want to know about Shakeology, how to share it. So that will be posted to you in the homework assignments, and try to just work your way through that in the times that you have allowed for your business. Of course, getting your power hour done first and then filling that in maybe on the drive, maybe on your commute, things like that. So that'll all be in there. Expect objections, like I said, time or money. So know what they're going to be beforehand so you know how to handle those. One thing that I always do when people ask me how much it is, I don't answer. I turn around and I say, tell me how much you spend on a normal day-to-day basis on, you know, breakfast, lunch, dinner, coffees, things like that. Because what am I doing? I'm already getting them to tell me how much they spend so that when they tell me that it's too expensive, I can say, well, you just told me actually that you spend $8 a day on lunch, you know, throughout the week. And so, hello, they're actually going to save money and feel better. So be prepared to handle those objections ahead of time, okay? And then the last thing that we have is the power of threes. So I want to go back to this here. The manual, and let me find the power of threes. And it's basically just going to touch base back again, you guys, on, actually, I think it's like page 15. So 3 lives. Is that it? Well, essentially, I don't know where it's at, but regardless, we'll go back to the to this because you can see it here too. So it's going to be the power of threes right here in this power hour. So you're basically just breaking it down. Set it out that you're going to go out and send 3 new messages. You're going to add 3 new people. You're going to invite 3 new people, and you're going to follow up with people. So, because at the end of the month, think about that. 30 times 3 is 90 people. That was quick for me. 90 people that you will have messaged, that you will have added, that you will have followed up with. I mean, look on the bigger scale of things, right? You think, oh, 3 people, that's only 3 people, right? That's 90 people a month. That's 90 messages a month. That's 90 conversations. That's business. That's business happening. If you want to work your business faster and grow your business faster, and then you would double that number. So instead of maybe adding 3 people, maybe a couple times a week, you're going to branch out and say, I'm going to add 6 people today. Or maybe you're having to make up for a day that you didn't do it, right? So then you're adding 6 new people, or you're sending 6 messages that day. It's all potentially in you guys' hands. And 3 new conversations would just be simply like a, hey, how are you? Don't overthink it. Those are your 3 new conversations for the day. Those are your 3 messages. Your 3 invites are would be, hey, I'm reaching out to you to invite you. I'm inviting you to something. You have to be inviting them to something. That's what counts as an invite. So just because you send a message, that does not count as an invite. So if you're getting misconstrued with why you're not getting to where you want to be, it's maybe because one of 2 things. You're not inviting, or you're thinking that you're just because you're messaging them, that's an invite. That's not. You actually have to say, I'm hosting this group. Is this something that you would like to be a part of? That is an invite. You see the difference? So a lot of times people are like, well, I've been talking to all these people, but did you ever even ask them for the invite? Did you ever actually invite them? And a lot of times the answer to that is no, right? So it gives you something to think about. So 3 invites, use the manual. If you guys have something that works, use it. I'm curious to see you guys coming out of this. When you're able to track this, think about, print off 30 of these sheets, because I don't even know if there was one. I think there was one for the whole week, I believe. I don't have mine in front of me. But print them out so you have them for 30 days. So then you can go back and guess what? Now you've just created your follow-up list for the following month as well, and a way to go back and reach out and reconnect. So pick something, you guys, whether it's the coach manual, which it's here, so why not use it? Maybe you're using a Google spreadsheet and you're going to track for the next quarter that way. But whatever you do, just pick something that works for you. Schedule your power hours. And then the homework. So the power of 3 is just something that you can simply grasp. Not only that, you can turn around and teach your people, right? So if Melissa came to Teresa and said, well, I really want to get going, but I don't know how, what should I do? She can say the power of 3. You're going to sit down. That's not intimidating, right? To start 3 new messages, invite 3 people, and follow up. And maybe you're not to the follow up yet, because guess what? You haven't had any invites yet, correct? So you have to have invites to have follow up. But that's something that she can teach her easily, okay? There's a sheet. She can, here, go do this. This is what you're going to do today. So I'll stop sharing that. And then, so the homework for today is going to be that you post your work schedule. And by work schedule, we mean your business. So you want to post your business where you're working your power hour Beachbody business. When are you doing that? You're going to post that. Watch the Shakeology surge, or a portion of it, watch part of it at least this weekend. Watch the power hour video, and then watch adding to your network video. So there's quite a few videos this time, but it's going to be just getting them done, because it is it's gold. It's information, things that you need to know, things that you need to get done. So scheduling that, because you guys, just like having a list, you have to have time to work your business. Otherwise you're just spinning your wheels. You're just spinning your wheels, and you don't know what you're doing. You don't know whether you've come, you've gone. You don't know where you're at. You don't know what you're doing. So super, super uber important to nail down those hours and stick to them. Maybe try it out for a week at a certain time. If you feel that your mojo isn't that good or your vibe isn't good at that time, rearrange the time, okay, to find when it's going to better work for you. And then this next week, we are going to be hosting some live power hours for you. So hopefully we may call a couple of you out to actually host them. And we ask that you get on and try to participate. And that will be, you know, that time, if you can, get your power hour done, okay? So let me make sure I covered everything. So yeah, I think that's it. So there's a lot of information today just on actually getting your schedule down, understanding time management, which is key in this business. So that way you don't also feel overwhelmed too. Because there's always going to be a lot of stuff to do, you guys. There's always going to be something new to learn about, something to do. But if you have the basics down, which is your power hour, that's what is most important moving forward in this business. The rest of the stuff you can kind of pick up as you go, right? You can pick up new tidbits and other things as the time allows you. But in order to actually have a running business, you have to be open for business. You have to be there. You have to be inviting and have your storefront open and have all of those things. So we've definitely enjoyed you guys being here the last week. Hopefully you've learned a ton and you're applying it and you're already kind of seeing how much maybe easier your business can be and how we overthink a lot of things and make it more difficult in our own head. I'm guilty of that, right? It's like face plant. Yeah, that little emoji face plant. That's what we usually do in our business coming out the gate because there's so much information that then we do nothing. So look for the power hours next week. And as you get the homework done, be posting it. You know, I would say take this weekend to dive into at least one of the videos if you can and get your schedule out there. So come Monday, you guys, you are focused, driven, and you are going hard on your business to achieve the goals that you have set out to achieve. All right. Cheers, you guys. Have a great day. Enjoy the weekend.